George West, the Lady Horns, and the Mathis Lady Pirates. First serve of the game is underway. George West will be in the blue uniforms with the white trim. Mathis in the maroon uniforms with white lettering as we look for the first point of the night's action. Mathis on the rally. We'll rotate it over on that left side, and this Mendoza goes for the hit. Nothing doing. Point to the Lady Longhorns. And it's a 1-0 game here in game number one. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Serve coming up on the way and delivered by the Lady Horns. Ball up near the net. A high set centered that time for Caitlin Jones. Ball over on the Mathis side on a back set for Jacqueline Garcia. Puts that over. George West is there to play that. Free ball coming up for Mathis. The pass is on the money. The set by Samantha Insignia, but then a lift is called and another point for the Longhorns of George West. What's her name? Emma Patton was the libero back there, getting a quick name from the JV squad over here on the Longhorn side. 2-1 ball game. Longhorns on top. Mathis Lady Pirates to serve, and that's an ace served up, and we're tied at 2 apiece. And Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera over there, my friends. Our thanks again to Mark Molina for helping us get set up here tonight. Makes it a 3-2 game. Next point on the way. In a 4-2 game. Lady Pirates looking to set something up near the net over on the George West side. For a high set right side, that's Haley Rosas that puts it over. Mathis on the attack, center set, down it goes on a kill by Joanna Espinoza. 5-2 lead now for Mathis here in the first game of this best-of-5 series. Fans watching on our social media, on our Facebook, share the link if you will. Help other fans know these games are going on. Also, like and follow our page. Nice kill that time for George West. Makes it a 5-3 game, and the Longhorns back to within 2. Longhorns to serve it up. Callie Cortez back at the service line. Cortez, right-handed server, gets it over. Mathis will not get that. That's an ace. Makes it a 5-4 game. Cortez serving up the ace. Now a chance to serve for the lead for the Lady Horns of George West. Right down the middle, this time covered by Mathis. Ball at the net, nothing doing. Points scored. We're tied at 5 apiece. And we do appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be. If you're on our YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you too can get notifications when our games do go live. Serve down the sideline. That's an ace in the back corner. George West takes the lead. 3 crisp serves in a row by Callie Cortez. George West now on top, 6-5, and Cortez will serve again. Short serve this time, a diving play to keep it just in play for a moment. Ball back over on the George West side, free ball to work with. A high set in the middle, looking for Caitlin Jones. Blocked back at you, ball still alive. Jones again tips it over, scores the point. Watch this on the replay. You'll see defensively, Mathis was right there on this kill attempt. Straight up block. And then ball back over. Another point scored for George West, and the Lady Horns are now up 8-5. Good service run for Callie Cortez. Gets that over, in the net it goes though. Lady Pirates score the point, making an 8-6 game. They'll rotate back to serve. Get that over, played by George West. Setting it up this time for Casey Dawes. Down it goes, but out of bounds, and a point scored for the Lady Pirates of Mathis. It's an 8-7 game. That's nearly an ace, played by George West. Free ball for Mathis to work with here. Good pass, a high set in the middle. Alicia Mendoza puts it over, up in the rafters it goes on the return, and the Lady Pirates have tied it at 8 apiece on a hit by Mendoza. 8-8 ball game. Back to serve. Stands Joanna Espinoza. Knuckleballs it over. That's an ace, and Mathis takes the lead at 9-8. Again, Facebook followers, subscribe to or like and follow our page, if you will. And always share the link to let other fans know these games are going on. Next serve coming up by Caitlin Jones. Before that, they'll get a new fresh volleyball in play. On a 9-8 game, Mathis serves it up. Short serve. Returned by Emma Patton back there. Ball at the net, hit over on the Mathis side. Good play by the libero back there. That's Kaylee Aguilar. That'll score a point for George West. Aguilar did a good job of digging that. Then no help after that. George West to serve, looking to take the lead. Back at the service line is Haley Rosas. Rosas puts it across. Return to serve. Sets it up off the net. Free ball for George West. Quick pass, quick set. Jones gets it over. Dug by Aguilar. Now a set on the left side for Mathis, and that's good on the back row. Victoria Alvarado puts that one away. Lady Pirates on top. Or check that they called that out. Longhorns with the lead at 10-9. Lady Pirates get it over. George West on the attack right side. That's Kaylee Lugo. Puts it over. Ball back up near the net, and in the net called against Mathis. And the visitors are now up 2 at 11-9. Emmy Caldwell to serve again. Back row plays that for the Lady Pirates. Can't get it across, and another point for the Longhorns, and they're up by 3 at 12-9. Our appreciation to the Mathis School District for assisting us in broadcasting this game, allowing us to find a spot in which to call the game. They got Rudy semi-centered here in the gym on the camera. Down the sideline, and that'll score a point for the Lady Pirates, make it a 12-10 game. Good kill that time for Mathis. We'll see this Mathis team here tonight. We'll also see them on Saturday as they're here against Annapolis Christian, and I believe we have them on Friday as well. We'll check our schedule on that. 12-10 game here in the first one of best of 5 series against George West. Knuckleball serve is over. George West will set it up. Jones puts it over on the back row. Dug that time by Alexandria Martinez. Ball back on the George West side. Jump back set this time on the curl. Hit across. Mathis there. Lady Pirates able to play it from the back row on the attack. Back on the George West side. Nice long rally here between the two teams. Big kill attempt. That carries out of bounds. And Mathis wins the point. Time both teams got into a rhythm of play. Extended that rally. Serving is Anicia Mendoza. That's on the sideline, and it carries out of bounds. Service there. Scores a point for George West. Caitlin Jones back to serve. We've got volleyball action tonight. We've got swimming, or actually it's diving competition on Thursday, as well as football coverage on Thursday, and then volleyball and football on Friday. And then on Saturday, we come at you with swimming and volleyball. And then Sunday, you basketball fans will get a peek at some basketball teams as they're starting to get some preseason work in with a tournament being held at a local facility in Harlingen featuring, I believe they've got 23 teams down there, but we'll be bringing you coverage from the Harlingen area on Sunday. So Wednesday will be a night off as far as broadcasting, as far as live games, but we'll have our traditional show on Wednesday. We'll discuss the recap of high school football from last week, and we'll also have a preview of the games coming up, especially those we'll be broadcasting. Service there goes out of bounds. Lady Horns of George West on top by 2 at 14-12. Now check in Liberty Barsek, and she'll serve. Barsek gets it over. 14-12 ball game. A high set in the middle for Mathis. Lady Pirates, that's a block back at you. Now they'll call 4 hits. It's questionable as to whether the block caromed it back across the net or not. In this case, they'll call that off the net, back on the Mathis side, and 4 hits. 3-point lead. Serving is Liberty Barsek. Gets it across. Played by Mathis. A nice pass. Set it up left side. Hit across. Nice play racing over there is Emmy Caldwell for George West. That'll score a point for the Lady Horns. George West up 16-12. Barsek to serve again. Gets it just across. Played by Mathis. A good pass. They'll set it up on the right side. Past the blockers. Dug back there by George West. Ball in the net though. Point scored by Mathis. Lady Pirates regain the serve. They'll send Victoria Alvarado back to the service line. Alvarado is ready for the jump serve. Gets it high across. George West will set it up right side. That's Cortez. And that carries out of bounds. Good hit attempt that time by Callie Cortez. Mathis down by 2. Another jump serve with some pace. Gets across. Ball on the right side near the net. Challenge there. Ball back on the George West side. Allows the set. Mathis scrambling defensively. Set it up on the way by Samantha Insignia. Down it goes. Point scored. 1-point game. Insignia with the kill for the Mathis Lady Pirates. Back to serve now, Victoria Alvarado. Looking for the tie. Another jump serve. Good return this time by George West. Set it up middle. Jessa Bartlett. That's blocked back at you. Set it up again. Free ball coming up for Mathis. The pass on the money. The high set in the center. Tip past the blockers. Diving play that time by Barsek. Keeps it alive and scores the point for George West. And right now, George West just won't let go of that lead. Substitution checks in for Mathis. Diamond De Leon will check into the game on the back row in the center. Meanwhile, back to serve is Kaylee Lugo for George West. Gets that across with some pace. Return near the net. Can't cross, and the point scored by George West, and they're up 18-15 here in this game. Lugo to serve again. Line drive serve, and that's an ace. Lugo with some pace behind that one. Serves up the ace. Timeout on the floor, 19-15. Longhorns on top. We'll be back right after this.
Connecting you since 52.
In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club, Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Back here in Mathis on a Tuesday night. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. Served by Kaylee Lugo for George West. After the timeout, they're up by 4, which represents their biggest lead of the game. Second time they've enjoyed that. A back set right side. Cortez puts it over. Played by Mathis. Lady Pirates able to stand that one off defensively. Center set this time. Past the blockers. Somebody in the net. That's going to be Mathis. A point scored by George West. And they're up at 20-15. Tonight we had 9 games on schedule. We had a couple of games that were canceled last second. We were trying to move crews around to get a couple of games in the mix. One started too early as an Aces served up. We wanted to be at Woodsboro, but these 5 o'clock games and everyone's starting to return to work. Most of my crews are working for Rio Sports Live as a second opportunity to earn an income. There's a serve that goes out of bounds. And these 5 o'clock starts are just tough to get to. Therefore, I'm still making sure I get the word out during each broadcast. We're looking for play-by-play announcers and camera operators to assist us, and not just on the football fields. We're talking volleyball, basketball coming up. Later down the road, soccer, softball, and baseball. We're looking for individuals to assist us in the broadcast part of the game. If you have experience, that's terrific. If you don't, we'll figure out a way to get you trained up. And we'll get you in position to assist us in making the calls. 6-point lead, Longhorns on top. Set for the Lady Pirates. Blocked back at you, point scored. And George West now up by 7 here in the first game. Emma Patton to serve again for the George West. In the net, though, a service error keeps hopes alive for Mathis here for game 1. Substitution checks in for the Lady Pirates. Mia Soto in the game. Back to serve is Kaylee Aguilar. Aguilar needs to rattle off some points from that service line to get her team back in this. Free ball to work with here. High set middle. Espinoza looks for the sideline, and it is out. Points scored by the Longhorns, and they're 1 away from capturing game 1. Substitution checks in as Casey Dawes on the front row for George West. Cortez serves it up. Lady Pirates watch. Big kill. Down it goes. Game over. Caitlin Jones on a huge kill. George West takes the first one, 25-17. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with more from Mathis on Rio Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the Mathis Lady Pirates here at home dropped the first game of a 5-set series against George West. And they'll try to even things up here as they'll start serving for game 2. Before that, we have The officials making sure everyone on the court is who was turned in on the rotation by the coaches. Floor judge appears to be satisfied. She'll check with the scorer's table, and she delivers a ball in the direction of Samantha Insenia. We're ready for our first serve in game 2. Away we go. Short serve played by George West on the return. They'll dig it out of the net. Somehow get that in the air, but not over. And a point scored by Mathis. They go up 1-0 here to start game 2. Insenia will serve again. Gets that over. And an ace is served up. Makes it a 2-0 game. 2-0 Mathis on top. Another serve coming up by Insenia. Just across the net. Good pass by George West. Harn set it up. Kill was partially blocked. Mathis trying to return it right back at you. George West again will work it towards the net. Free ball for Mathis. From the back row, good pass. A set by Insenia. Center set. Tipped off the blockers. Right back on the Mathis side. Tip again on George West. Chance here to work something on the right side of the net. In the net it goes. Point scored by Mathis, and they go up 3-0. Good rally that time, and Mathis captures the point. Race out to the 3-0 lead. Insenia will serve again. A short serve. On the return, it comes right back over, but right back at you again. Carries back across the net and out of bounds. Point scored by Mathis, and this is how you want to start it after dropping the first game. Mathis on top 4-0 here in game 2. Line drive serve played by George West on that left side of the net. Tipped over the blockers, punched up in the air. Ball back over on the George West side. High set center, a big swing attempt. Down it goes on the right sideline. Caitlin Jones on the kill. First point scored for the Longhorns. Makes it a 4-1 ball game. Back to serve is Callie Cortez for George West. Deeper serve played by Mathis. Good return. Big swing off the block. Good dig by George West. Mathis again will try to set it up. Middle. This time it carries back and out of bounds. Point scored for Mathis. Lady Pirates with a little momentum here in game number 2. After dropping the first one. Substitution off the bench for Mathis. Lady Pirates Mia Soto checks in on the front row. Serving, Kaylee Aguilar. Serves it up. Free ball to work with for the Lady Pirates. Pass by Mendoza. They'll get it back to Mendoza. Gets it over on the George West side. Trying to set up Jones. Gets it over on the Pirates side again. Aguilar puts it to the back row. Back there's Patton to play it. Free ball for Mathis. They'll backpedal. Now they'll try to set it up. Looking for the hit is Mendoza. That carries out of bounds. Makes it a 5-2 game. The Longhorns gain the serve. Emmy Caldwell back at the line. And she'll get that one over the net. Played nicely by Mathis on the return. Second hit over. Point scored for Mathis. And they go up 6-2 here in game number 2. Catching them off guard. Watch on the return to serve here. Just punched over. Everyone backpedaling, looking for the big hit. In the net on the serve. That's a service error. George West scores and gains the serve. Allows a substitution to check in. Jessa Bartlett on the front row for George West. Back to serve is Caitlin Jones. Jones has some of the biggest hits tonight for George West. Ball up near the net, challenge there, and one by George West. Longhorns score, make it a 6-4 game. Jones to serve again. Jump serve across, got an ace, 6-5 game. Jones with that jump serve. And now quickly sustaining the momentum. She'll serve now to try to tie this one up. Another jump serve. This one a high arcer on the sideline. That's in, and we're tied at 6 apiece. Let's take a look at just how close that was on the sideline. Just landed in. 6-6 game. Jones to serve again. This time, Mathis will return it. Good set, get it across, punched up. George West recovers defensively. Lady Pirates on the attack again with a back set right side. Another good defensive play by George West, trying to set it up to Lugo. In the net though, point scored. Mathis regains the lead. 7-6 ball game. Back to serve, and you see Mendoza for the Lady Pirates. And Mendoza gets it over. Right side, that's blocked back at you. Point scored for Mathis on a block by Samantha Insignia. And watch her just dominating on the net here on this play. I'll split the screen so you can see the replay on your right. Another point scored by Mathis, and the Lady Pirates are up 8-6 here in this second game. Mendoza serves again. Played up in the rafters on the return of serve. Free ball for the Lady Pirates. Pass by Aguilar. Set, center set. Looking for something from Victoria Alvarado. Played back over on the Mathis side. Second hit over. George West trying to set it up on the back set. Hit across. Aguilar right there to dig that. High set again. Looking for Insignia. George West plays this one. Big swing, and in the rafters, ball still alive on the rally. Punched over, still going. Ball back on the Mathis side. Back set for Aguilar. From the back row, puts it over. High set, right side, Lugo gets it down, point scored. That's the longest rally of the game. George West gains the point. 9-7 ball game. Checking in to serve is Liberty Barsak. Barsak ready to go. 9-7 game. A short serve. Good pass. High set. Punched over. And a point scored for Mathis. And this is a flip from game one. The score was close, with George West maintaining control of the lead throughout the first game, all the way to their 25-17 win. They extended the lead late in the game. There's an ace served up for the Lady Pirates, and they go up 3 at 10-7. They started this second game with some momentum. Timeout called by the official. She'll check things at the scorer's table. Got an 11-7 game. Now they're going to check the rotation. Reminding you again, we've got high school volleyball coming up on Friday and football. But Thursday we'll be at Cabinet Stadium. We'll also be at Buccaneer Stadium for football action. And we'll have diving competition from the natatorium in Corpus Christi. Point scored by George West on that rally. And now they'll reverse the call and give the point to the Lady Pirates, or will they reset it? They'll tally it for the home side of the scoreboard. Return to serve, challenge there, down it goes, and right there on the spot is Samantha Insignia. 13-7 game, a 6-point lead, represents the biggest lead of the night for the Mathis Lady Pirates. Trying to even things up here in the series. Return to serve this time, a back set for Lugo, hits it over, punched up in the rafters. Mathis will recover and score the point. 14-7, Mathis on top. Timeout on the floor. George West will talk it over. Home side. Now with some momentum. Back with more after this.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations. It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Back here, Harlingen School District's one of our sponsors here on Rio Sports Live. We are all constantly looking for sponsors to assist us in what we do. We don't charge schools, we don't charge fans to broadcast these games. However, the camera operators and announcers that are assisting me do like to get paid for doing what they're doing, so we look for the advertising. Spike across by the Lady Pirates. Right now we're in the position of looking for sponsors just to outright assist us. However, from an advertising perspective, we are going to reach 3 million minutes viewed on social media platforms, YouTube and Facebook alone in the month of September, and this is going to be our biggest month ever since starting the company in 2017 in October. Serve across by George West. Lady Pirates will set it up. Get the roll across the net. Diving play back there. Nice play by Caitlin Jones to keep this rally alive. Spike across, and in it goes. Mathis scores the point. Jones with the defensive play. Take a look at the replay. You'll see her at the end of the play. Point scored. 16-8 ball game. Lady Pirates on a jump serve. That won't get across, and a point scored by the Longhorns. Makes it a 16-9 game. Emma Patton back to serve. Just skims it over the net. Lady Pirates will struggle but get it over. Quick pass, quick set, big swing, partially blocked. Mathis will try to attack again. Back corner, nice job just getting to that ball. Michelle Lindholm back there for George West. Diving play by Aguilar for Mathis, and a point score for the Lady Pirates. Another long rally. Lady Pirates are winning these longer rally points this game. And now they're up by 8. Samantha Encina serves it up. Short serve, ace. 9-point lead for Mathis. Encina will serve again. Another short serve. This time George West right there to play that. Near the net though. Can't get it across. Double-digit lead for Mathis. As it's 19-9. Good pass this time by the Lady Longhorns. Back row plays that forward for Mathis. It's off the rafters. Good play by George West just to keep that one in play. Back set, looking for something in the center, but nothing there. Point scored by George West. Makes it a 19-10 game. Substitution in the game for the Longhorns. Casey Dawes back in the game for George West. Short serve played by Mathis. High center set, partially blocked off the kill attempt by Joanne Espinoza. Point scored as George West turns that into offense. Makes it 19-11. Callie Cortez to serve again. Play this time by Mathis on the right side back set. Can't clear the net. Point scored by the Longhorns. Got to climb a big hill here, but down 7. Still time in this game. You can score a couple here, give up a point, score a couple more, and you can still catch up before you get to 25. So it's not like you have to make one of those definitive runs, because that one carries out of bounds. So it's a lot less pressure. Timeout called by Mathis. They feel the momentum swinging. They still lead by 6. We'll be back with more coverage from Mathis High School on a Tuesday night. This is Rio Sports Live.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Bates, the home of... After the timeout, George West with the momentum will serve. Mathis on the return of serve. Lady Pirates set it up in the middle. Block back at you. Caitlin Jones able to put that one away. And it's back to a 5-point game. Now you get greedy if you're George West. You've already edged back within a few points. Now you can look at making a serious run to get right back in the mix for the stretch run. Lady Pirates set it up. Tip it over the blockers. Pass by Patton. Center set for Jones. Out of bounds off the back row. Lady Pirates up 20-14, and this is how important that double-digit lead was. Pirates withstand that run, score the point. Now you score 1 or 2 here off the serve, and you're right back in control of this game. George West wants to get it right back on the serve by Aguilar. High set, miscommunication down the sideline, played by Mathis up near the middle. Back set right side for Soto. Good play by George West just to keep this one alive. Free ball to work with. Aguilar the pass, set by Espinoza, hit across, right there on a dig. Ball at the net, George West scores the point. And that's what I was talking about. If they can get it right back, you gave up a point, but you get it back, and now if you can score 2 or 3 here, you can even give up that 21st point and still be in position to come back and challenge for this win. Mathis gets it over. George West will set it up. Off the net, free ball coming up. Played up near the net on the pass. Ball back on the George West side on the second hit. Looking for something from Lugo. That goes in the net. Point scored by the Lady Pirates. Now the Longhorns can't afford to trade points with this at a 5 and 6 point separation. Just not enough room for that. Advantage is definitely in Mathis' side, but George West is within striking distance. Joanna Espinoza tries to do something about that. Short serve, though, carries in the net. Lady Longhorns rotates Caitlin Jones off that serving line. She produced last time back there with a couple of aces. Utilizes the jump serve. Carries it to the back row. Played nicely on a return of serve. Set it up. Hit off the block. Point scored for Mathis. Victoria Alvarado on the kill. Lady Pirates up by 6 and serving. Anicia Mendoza at the service line. Carries it down the sideline. Nice play that time. Back there on the back row by Jones. Sometimes you see those hitters on the back row. They're not as active as Jones was right there. Nice pass this time by Emmy Caldwell to keep this one alive. Punched over on the Mathis side. Lady Pirates with a back set, looking for something for Soto. Soto on the pass. Ball at the net. Challenge there. Won by George West. Lady Longhorns within 5. They've been here for a while. Back and forth at 5 and 6 points. Now standing back is Liberty Barsack to serve. Mathis on the return of serve. Set it up, swing across. Pass by Jones. Set it up for Lugo. Puts it away for a point for the Longhorns. They're within 4. 22-18. Barsack to serve again. Mathis on the return. Off the net. Hit across. Diving play right back there is Jones again to make another play defensively. Mathis on the attack again, this time near the net. Challenge there, still alive. Over it goes, point scored for the Longhorns. It's a 3-point game. 22-19. They're staying active right now. This would be a huge swing point right here in this ball game. That psychological effect of getting to 20 in a game. Aguilar on the return of serve up near the net. Challenge there, back on the Mathis side. Back to George West, off the pass. High set, looking for Lugo again, this time in the net, and the Lady Pirates secure that important point. Mathis up 4 and serving, and this is where you've got your opponent in that you can't make many mistakes. Knowing you're 2 away from securing the victory, Mia Soto at the line, serves it up. Short serve, letter perfect return by Jones. That hit carries out of bounds, and the Lady Pirates now 1 away from tying this up at 1 game apiece. They've led from start to finish in this game. Soto looking to put it away and capture game number 2. Good serve on the pass, ball at the net, hit over. Good coverage back there by Soto. Set it up for the win, hit across. Jones there to dig that. I set again, Lugo puts it over. Mathis looking again for the win from the right side. Hit over by Alvarado. Ball back on the Mathis side. Alvarado hits that. Punched up in the air. Stays alive on the rally. Back set carries over on the George West side. Set up Lugo again. Free ball for Mathis. This may be the game winner right here. Center set. Past the blockers. It carries out of bounds. George West scores. 24-20 game. Kaylee Lugo will serve. Lugo with a line drive, gets it over, played by Mathis. Second hit over, point scored, and Mathis wins game number 2 at 25-20. We'll be back with game 3 after this. Sure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
DS Oilfield Construction and the family of Rene Martinez III would like to wish Rene and his fellow teammates the best of luck for the 2020 football season. For any oilfield construction needs, please contact DS Oilfield at 361-396-0059, Alice, Texas, or Logan Wilson at 361-701-8892 at any time. Thank you. Let's go jerseys from DS Oilfield. The Rustic Tea Boutique is now a sponsor for Teams here on Rio Sports Live. Located in Fremont, Texas, supporting both the Cowboys and Cowgirls in their games. Whether it's Twisted X shoes, a wide assortment of Sense apparel, or the latest styles for men and women in clothing or accessories, or a great selection of scented candles, Rustic Tea Boutique in Fremont is your stop.
An increase of 100.
Back here in Rio Sports Live as we are in Mathis, Texas on a Tuesday night. Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. with you. Looking for announcers, looking for camera operators here on Rio Sports Live. If you're interested, email me at riosportslive@gmail.com. We can keep you busy from now through June, and if you really want to get busy, we'll keep you going all the way through summer with travel teams and travel tournaments. 7-on-7 coverage throughout the summer. And if you're a sports writer, we also have the Rio Sports in Print, the magazine that will be coming out in the Coastal Bend in the month of October. We'll also have an edition coming out in the RGV. 60-plus schools we're servicing right now, broadcasting their games. Tonight, George West and Mathis, just one of our feature games. And game 3 is underway. Mathis on the return. Whoever took control of the lead in games 1 and 2 was the winner of the contest. And George West scores the first one here. That's their first lead since winning game 1. Line drive serve, better return this time by Mathis, set it up in the middle, nothing doing. Point scored by the Longhorns of George West. Fans, give me a shout out where you may be watching this game from, especially on our Facebook side. I'm checking in there on the feed. Always neat to see where fans are tuning in on our broadcast. And also invite you to please share a link so other fans can know that these games are going on. A lot of them don't even know these games are playing. They would sincerely like to be able to watch some of these athletes, especially with the limited crowds in some of these gyms. George West, the spike across that time by Jones is dug nicely by Mathis. Jones keeps that one alive for a moment, but a point scored, and we're tied at 2 apiece as the Lady Pirates are able to score. 2-2 ball game. Haley Aguilar is back to serve. Back corner. And an ace served up, and Mathis takes the lead. A shout out to Diana Boy Benton watching in Freer, Texas. We'll have Freer on our broadcast on Friday. Rudy and I will be taking this system to Kennedy unless we find an announcer. We got a chance. I had someone reach out to me during the Freer football game saying they wanted to be a part of broadcasting here on Real Sports Live. But then I never got any more further on the contact. So fans who are watching from Freer, if you are looking to be a play-by-play or a camera operator, give me a shout out after the game. 4-2 lead, Lady Pirates with that lead. George West scrambling, will get it over on the side, and then Jones has it blocked back at her as Insignia scores a point. Lady Pirates up 5-2. Aguilar will serve again. In the net though. Service errors will open up points scored and also change momentum in volleyball so fast. Cortez to serve. Callie Cortez, a right-handed server. Gets that over on the Mathis side. They'll play that back for Aguilar from the back row. That's a libero back there, becoming the hitter. Free ball to work with. Aguilar the pass. Insignia the set. Tipped over by Espinoza. Ball back in the middle. Jones tips it past the blockers. Nice job to keep it alive by the Lady Pirates of Mathis. The rally continues. Ball back over. Aguilar there again to play it. Back set. Can't get that one over, and a point scored by the Longhorns makes it a 5-4 game. First game, the lead was controlled by George West. Second game, the lead was controlled start to finish by Mathis. Here we've had lead changes through the first 9 points. There's an ace served up, and we're tied at 5 apiece. Callie Cortez will now get a chance to serve for her team to regain the lead. Down the look back corner. Dug back there by Diamond De Leon. High set off the net on the left side, and it's a point scored. Nice placement. Emmy Caldwell takes the lead for the Longhorns of George West. Timeout on the floor. George West trailed early, now lead. Back after this from Mathis on Real Sports Live.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Timeout was called. Welcome back to game 3. I always say in these series, win the odd number games, you're guaranteed to win the series. George West won the first one. On the even number game, it was Mathis with the victory, and here is the pivotal game 3 between the two teams. Timeout work for Mathis. They'll score the point, tie it up at 6 apiece. Strolling back to serve, Joanna Espinoza for the Lady Pirates. Free ball for Mathis. Aguilar with a pass. Set it up for Soto. Another free ball to work with. Aguilar trying to get in position to make that play. Miscommunication with her back row, and a point scored by the Longhorns. I always tell the liberos, go for anything you can get your hands on, and that's what Aguilar was going after there. There's an ace served up by the Longhorns as Emmy Caldwell serves it up. 8-6 game. Caldwell serving quickly. Better pass on the return of serve, and they catch him off guard in the second hit. And the Lady Longhorns within one, or check that, Pirates within one at 8-7. Games featuring Rio Grande Valley teams in the mix tonight. Got a crew down at Lyford. Also Zapata made a trip to play at Kingsville, so things opening up just a bit south of the Coastal Bend. That spike is across. Nice dig by George West, and Jones tried to put it away, nothing doing. Ball still alive, point scored. Well, with all the big hits on that rally, you would think one of those would secure the point. It was the ever so easy ball that just eased over, caught that defense off guard. Good return to serve by Mathis. Jones on the pass. Set it up for Lugo on the corner. Played back there by the Lady Pirates. Trying to set up something for Alvarado. Center set this time. This is Bartlett puts it over. This time down it goes. A kill for Insignia. Insignia makes it a 9-8 game. Mia Soto to serve. Trying to tie this up. Just across the net. Got the ace. Tie game at 9 apiece. And now Soto has a chance to take the lead for the Lady Pirates. Turn to serve by George West. Set it up for Otero up there. Julie Otero on that right side in front of the net. This one will not be carried by the back row, and a point score for the Lady Pirates makes it a 10-9 ball game. All-out effort back there by Caitlin Jones on the back row. Mia Soto, her team up 1, trying to add to that. On the return of service up near the net, nothing doing. Point scored, Lady Pirates. And momentum has definitely swung on the home side here tonight in game number 3 of this best of 5. Kaylee Aguilar serves again. Free ball to work with potentially. Punched up in the air. Right side set for Jacqueline Garcia. Down it goes. Point scored on a Garcia kill. 3-point lead for Mathis. And Garcia will bring this from that right side, as you'll see the good pass, quick set, and Garcia finding the back corner. 3-point lead, just over the net. An ace served up by Aguilar. It's a 13-9 lead for Mathis. And right now, everything going right for the Lady Pirates. Soto, that is, serving. Mia Soto gets it across. 4-point lead. Free ball to work with here. Center set. Insenia gets it over. Good dig over there on that right side by Kali Cortez. Right back at you with some defense for the Lady Pirates down the sideline. Diving play again by Cortez to keep it alive. Points scored. Lady Pirates secure the point. They don't shortchange the effort by Kali Cortez defensively for George West on that rally. 5-point lead. Mathis on top. Back with more volleyball action after this on Real Sports Live.
Bubba's 33 and Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Real Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on the big screen at Bubba's 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Bubba's 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
TVNS, just another sponsor here on Real Sports Live that has locations in the RGV and in the Coastal Bend and Laredo. Our thanks to TVNS for providing us an opportunity to bring these broadcasts to life for these athletes, wherever they may be. Off the timeout, Mathis leading by 5. We'll look to build on that lead down the sideline, and that will score the point for the Lady Pirates, and they're up 15-9. Caitlin Jones is doing everything she can back there on the George West side. She plays tough on the back row. They do miss her when she's not on the front row. There's an ace served up. Lady Pirates up 6. A strong serving run by Mia Soto at the line for the Lady Pirates this trip through. Soto with another. In the net though. That'll edge her off the serving line. Earn the serve to George West and rotate Caitlin Jones one step closer to being on the front row. Liberty Barsek serves it up. Mathis center set Insenia. Back row, that carries out of bounds. Back here off the stage area. Points scored by George West and the Lady Longhorns. Ready to serve again is Liberty Barsek. Pass by the Lady Pirates leads to a back set, but a lift is called. And it's a 16-12 game as here comes George West back into the game. Serve it over. Tipped over. Ball still alive on the rally, but in the net it goes. Points scored by the Longhorns are within 3. 16-13 game. That one carries out of bounds. The Pirates, they took the lead rather early here in this one. They didn't lead from start to finish like they did in the second game. But still, they've been in control of the lead from about the 6th point on. They're tied at 5 apiece, but after they got that 6th point, they haven't given it up. Back set for George West, hit across by Cortez. Ball back on the George West side. near the net. Lugo gets it over. Lady Pirates will set it up in the center for Espinoza. Diving play back there again defensively to try to keep it alive by Jones. Nothing doing. Point scored by Mathis, and they're back up by 5. Back to serve, Victoria Alvarado. Alvarado is ready to go. With a jump serve, it gets it over. Good set this time, left side. Past the blockers, might have been going out. Played back there by Alvarado. The rally will continue. George West looking to set it up. Middle set this time. Carries just over the net, played by Mathis. Back row plays it. Free ball working up here for Mathis. Pass to the center. Second hit is over and played, and out of bounds it goes. Lady Pirates score and lead by 6. 19-13. Again, the psychological part of getting to 21st doesn't always guarantee you get the win, but it is a big factor in many a game. And these rally scoring races to 25, win by 2. Mathis, free ball for George West. Good pass. They'll set it up in the middle near the net. Two-handed to the back row. Played back there as Alvarado's able to cover it for a moment, but a point score for the Longhorns of George West makes it 19-14. Kaylee Lugo back to serve. Substitution also checks in on the Mathis side is Diamond De Leon. Will check in. Watch on the return of serve first by Mathis. That right side it carries over. And another point scored by George West makes it a 4-point game at 19-15. Kaylee Lugo. And one thing about it, when they score their points, they quickly get it back in the server's hand. They want to sustain momentum and pace. Mathis will get this over. High back set, looking for something from Cortez. Mathis will set it up, middle. Here's an Espinoza hit. Jones back there to patrol the back row. Lugo one-hands it over. Mathis set it up again. A lift is called and a point scored by the Longhorns of George West. Now you can see the Lady Longhorns are starting to win some of these longer rallies. Now within 3 is Lugo. Serves it in the net. Service there. Lady Pirates get to 21st. Now they'll send back Samantha Insignia to serve. Up by 4 here in game 3. We're all tied up at 1 game apiece. All back over, back row, nice play that time. Michelle Lindholm back there for George West. Right in front of Jones to make that play. At the net, challenge 1. Longhorns score, back to within 3. Checking back in is Emma Patton to serve for George West and the Lady Longhorns. Line drive serve, played by Mathis. Looking to build on a 3-point lead, and they'll do so. Anissa Mendoza on the kill. Makes it a 2018 game. We'll check that 21-17. As they're up by 4. Kaylee Aguilar to serve. Looking to set it up middle. By the way, Jones has rotated back on that front row for George West. See if they can find a way to set her up. Nothing doing off the pass. Lady Pirates score and go up 5 at 22-17. Again, the key is to return the serve and allow a set in the direction of Caitlin Jones. She has been one of the biggest hitters tonight for George West on a consistent basis. Serve carries out of bounds. Longhorns score the point and earn the serve. Down at 22-18. This is very similar to how game 2 was going at this point on the scoreboard. George West continually playing catch up, getting close but never getting back even. They'll serve here down 4. Lady Pirates with a back set in the middle, tipped over, point scored, Lady Pirates. High Point lead. Substitution in the game for Mathis. Back on the front row, Victoria Alvarado. Rotating back to serve is Joanna Espinoza. Line drive, diving play to keep that one alive by Jones. Ball back of the net. Free ball for George West. Good pass, high set. Jones reaches back, puts it down, point score. 23-19. Again, if they can get the pass in the direction of the setter, with Jones on that front row, they do have some chances. 23-19 game. Georgetown serves it up. Mathis on the return of serve will dig it near the net. Spike it across on the angle and score the point. Samantha Insignia for the well-placed hit. 1 point game now from taking game 3 as Anicia Mendoza serves for the Lady Pirates of Mathis. Nearly an ace. Free ball to work with for the Lady Pirates. Pass on the money, set in the middle, tip past the blockers. George West recovering. Off balance, but over it goes. Point scored on a hit by Lugo. 24-20. Rotating back to serve is Caitlin Jones. Jones, her team down by 4. Mathis, a good return here. They could put this away. Top off the rafters, ace, 24-21. George West and the Lady Longhorns not finished just yet. Jones, we saw her in game 1 rattle off about 6 points in a row off the service line. They need 3 just to tie this up. Any errors here by George West, game over. Deep serve, that's an ace. 24-22. Again, this is the danger of being at that 24 mark on your opponent. You got to play perfect. Jones has served up 2 good ones. Mathis just wants to return a serve and set something up to put it away. Deep back corner, another ace. 24-23. Timeout call. They're going to try to get Caitlin Jones off her game. Right now she's trying to serve her team back in this one and send us in what I call in volleyball overtime. Win by 2 to 25. Mathis still has a chance to close it out after this.
Moore Funeral Home, serving Refugio, a county family since 1969. A family-owned business. They're here to serve you every need. Winston, Judy, and Mark Moore support the Bobcats all the way to state.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture.
We'll bring it right back here. That was a quick timeout call. Caitlin Jones has served up 3 aces in a row. This is the pivotal one that needs to try to continue this game on. Back corner, Mathis this time on the return of serve. Lady Pirates looking for the win. Tip it over. Georgetown looking for the tie. Set it up, Lugo punches it in the net, and Mathis gets the win at 25-23. Lady Pirates fought hard, withstood the comeback, and capture the odd-numbered game. They lead 2 games to 1. We'll be back with game number 4. Mathis now with a chance to close it out. Back after this.
A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
We are back here. Hope you're enjoying our game here on Rio Sports Live. If you're not watching it on YouTube, I invite you to do so. It's always neat. I watch it on our big screen at home when I'm able to watch some of the other broadcasts. or go back and watch our replays on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to Rio Sports Live, that's free. All of our broadcasts are carried free of charge. No charge to schools to broadcast the games, no charge to fans to watch them. Everything is carried by straight up by either advertisers or sponsors. We have received a couple of donations from some fans, and we do appreciate that, especially at these times in which small businesses are doing everything they can just to stay open. So the advertising dollars just aren't quite there. Bigger businesses are doing the same thing as far as tightening up the grip on the advertising revenue that's normally available for us to talk to. And so anything we get right now is assisting us as we continue to add more and more schools on board. Talk with the schools at San Diego today, Zapata tomorrow. We'll be adding more. Big kill, but a nice dig by Mathis. This is the first point of game number 4. Jones again tries to put it away. Dug again nicely by the Lady Pirates of Mathis. Set it up again for Jones. Looking for the back corner. Finds a spot. Scores the point. If you are watching on our Facebook, I always ask fans to share the link so other fans know the game is going on. Like and follow our page as well. That is when we do have the conversations with the advertisers. They're always asking us, what's our numbers? And it all starts with the number of subscribers. They always look there first, what the subscribers are on YouTube, and then what the followers are and the likes on Facebook. 2-0 ball game as the serve carries across. Mathis looking to score their first point here in the 4th game. George West led for the most part in game 1. Since then, Mathis capturing the next 2 games. Lady Longhorns, a good pass this time. Jones can't, on the approach, get the big hit. Free ball to work with, and points scored for Mathis. Makes it a 2-1 game. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera tonight. He's just a little off center of the net, but still in a good spot. Our thanks again to the school district for assisting us earlier today when Mark was here to set up. My appreciation to Mark Molina, what he pulled off today, assisting me. My travels alone were many, many miles getting things set up for our broadcast. I started in Port Mansfield, went to Brownsville, went from Brownsville to Edinburgh, from Edinburgh to near Alice, back to Falfurrias, back to McAllen, over to Lyford, landed here in Mathis. That's a long day, my friends. Mark Molina was assisting me. I was jockeying equipment back and forth to him for him to get set up. The other crews worked hard to get their games on as well. All the way up at the Refugio game where we had Billy Sweeney helping to get things set up for a broadcast home game for the Refugio team. Down the road from here and across 77 northward. Not quite as far north. Odom, Anthony over there setting that broadcast up. Joe Martinez in the mix now in our Corpus Christi King broadcast. Kevin Naro making the trip across to Three Rivers for the broadcast. Crew has been busy today. Albert Flores was ready to go at tap, but they pulled back on having that game. So he was going to sit home and watch the games from his living room. If he's watching this one, give a shout out to Albert. We'll be hearing from Albert on Friday night in a big matchup on the football field. Taft will try to throw their weight at Refugio. That'll be a broadcast game here on Rio Sports Live. Ball at the net, played over, point score for the Longhorns at George West, and they go up 5-4. Serving is Emmy Caldwell. Gets it over. Free ball to work with for George West. Lugo with a pass. Set for Jones, reaches back, puts it down. Sometimes it's that easy. You can see this. After the ball comes across, a free ball, this is how you work it. Pass, set, kill. 6-4 ball game. Lady Pirates watching. Another set for Jones. Angles it. Nice dig deck there by Diamond De Leon. Point scored though by the Longhorns. And a 7-4 game. Timeout call. Longhorns trying to extend this into a 5th game. They lead by 3. Game 4 continues after this on Rio Sports Live.
In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Welcome back to our coverage here at Mathis, Texas on a Tuesday night. I'm Joe Bowling with you here on Rio Sports Live. 7-4 ball game. Mathis had to call that timeout. Ball back over. That play is by George West. My announcers continue to call me during my broadcast, so I'll just give a shout out to Billy Sweeney on the fly. Billy, I'll talk to you after my game, my man. 7-5 game here in game number 4. Serve across coming up by Joanna Espinoza, just across the net. Played by George West. Back on the Mathis side, chance for the Lady Pirates. Lady Longhorns now looking to set it up to Jones. One hands it over. Lady Pirates set it up right side. Racing over there is Soto. Now the whistle blows as they'll call over the baton on the return by the Lady Pirates and award that point to the Longhorns of George West. 8-5 your score here in game 4. Joanna, check that, Caitlin Jones is back to serve. Jones delivers. Free ball to work with, carries out of bounds. George West up 9-5. Next serve coming up by Caitlin Jones. Before that, a substitution will check in for Mathis. The Lady Pirates will bring in Danica Munoz on that front row. Diving play by Aguilar. Nothing doing, that's an ace. Watch how much was on this serve by Jones. Aguilar with just an outright diving play. That's what you want your libero doing, getting every ball she can get her hands on. 10-5 lead the Longhorns, and this serve goes in the net. Lady Pirates have taken advantage of this situation right here in the last 2 games. Once they get Jones off the service line, they have her on the back row. Although she plays tremendous defense, George West hasn't found the answer to who's going to be the attacker consistently to score points on that front row. Mathis right now ready to serve. Anicia Mendoza is back at the service line. Before she serves, they're checking on the Mathis sideline. Kaylee Aguilar wanted to race back in the game. They keep her on the bench right now, and the serve is ready. Mendoza puts it in play, serves an ace. 10-7 ball game. Mendoza serves up the ace for the Mathis Lady Pirates. Anicia Mendoza. Return a serve up near the net. Free ball for Mathis. On the pass, they'll get it to the net. Second hit over. No challenge at the net. Ball back on the Mathis side. This is Alvarado. Back row. Good. Nobody back there defensively. The Lady Pirates within 2 at 10-8. Alvarado with a kill. Mendoza to serve again. 2-point game, a short serve. Ball up near the net. Nothing doing. Points scored. Lady Pirates are within 1. Mendoza now serves for the tie. Bring that over. Ball back over. Second hit played by Mathis. George West has the lead, looking to get the serve back. That's off the blockers. Back row plays that for the Lady Pirates. Swing across, down it goes. Points scored, we're tied on a kill by Alvarado. 10-10 ball game. George West waits to return the serve. And this is where we've seen Mathis have success with Caitlin Jones on that back row for George West. Lady Pirates have been able to control things at the net. Punch it across there, another point scored. Alvarado again. Lady Pirates up 1 or 11-10. Timeout called. George West wants to talk it over. Lady Pirates of Mathis on top. High school volleyball continues after this.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here, City of San Benito, one of our sponsors here on Real Sports Live, taking advantage of an EDC, trying to gain some additional revenue and businesses. We've had a couple of EDCs that have over the years helped us. Our thanks across the board to San Benito sticking with us through COVID-19. But most of the advertisers shied away. Points scored for George West, and we are tied at 11 apiece. My wife has always said, you know, those cities that are looking to grow could take advantage of the fans outside of their cities. In this case, San Benito advertising during a Mathis game. Get the point. George West serves it up. Short serve in the net, though. Lady Pirates back up by 1 at 12-11. If you're just joining us, George West won the first one, 25-17. The next two belong to the home team. As the Mathis Lady Pirates now up 1 midway through game 4, trying to close this out in 4 games. A little confusion that time as Kaylee Aguilar wanted to serve. They'll substitute in Mia Soto. She'll replace her. And Soto is ready to serve it up. Line drive. Nice play by the George West defense. Ball across. Ball still alive. Rally on the George West side. Center set. Reaching back as Bartlett puts it down. Point scored, George West. Much needed point from someone on the front row for the George West Lady Horns. Kaylee Lugo to serve. Knuckleballs it over. Good play by Mathis. Lady Pirates set it up. Challenge at the net. Ball back on the George West side. That's carrying out of bounds. Point score for the Lady Pirates of Mathis. They're back up 1. Substitution checks in for the Lady Horns. Michelle Lindholm back in the game, back right corner. Mathis to serve. Is back there is Victoria Alvarado. Jump serve, short serve. Jones is there to play that. For George West, in the net it goes. Lady Pirates up 2 at 14-12. If you're enjoying our broadcast, please, I ask you again, share the link and like and follow our page on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube and help get our numbers in the right direction. Also, by subscribing to our YouTube channel, you'll get a notification every time we go live. And we go live a bunch. Points scored for the Longhorns. Makes it a 14-13 game. We ended up with 9 games live tonight. We'll be at football and diving competition on Thursday. Friday, back to volleyball and football. Saturday will be swimming competition and volleyball. Sunday will be basketball coverage, as we have some preseason basketball for you. There's a block by George West. Ball still alive. Defense covers for the Lady Horns. Set it up for Jones. Gets it over. Played by Mathis. Right back on the George West side again. Right on a back set. Right side looking for Otero. And that's going to be off the blocker. Points scored. Tie ball game at 14 apiece. Emma Patton back to serve. Short serve over. Pivotal point here. Mathis plays it up near the net. Just carries over. Hit across again. Diving play. Nice job back there on the back row. This time that's Alexandria Martinez back there for Mathis. Aguilar punches that one wrong direction. Point scored. Longhorns win the long rally point and go up 15-14. Emma Patton ready to serve again. Down the sideline, that's a service there, we're tied. So the Lady Pirates have a chance to regain the lead. They got some cheerleaders here tonight. We'll see if Rudy can get the camera up on them a little bit. They have them in the bleachers, but nonetheless, good to see some of the cheerleaders joining the mix in some of these varsity sports outside of the football. Just telling some personnel today, talking with some administrators from some schools the last couple of days who are asking, as they're getting ready to open up their sports, you know, what we've seen being out here in front of this. Started in many schools with no fans, limited fans. Last Friday, we saw our first appearance of high school bands on the football field. Jones pounds another one down. Another kill. Point scored. 2-point lead for the Longhorns on that kill by Caitlin Jones. Earlier, I was saying that Mathis has done a nice job of taking advantage when Jones is on the back row off the service line. George West has done a nice job of getting the ball towards her when she's on the front row. Misplay there. Mathis scores. They're within 1. Kaylee Aguilar back to serve. Aguilar is ready. Overhead serve played by the Longhorns of George West. Mathis sets it up. Right side for Soto. Back there's Patton to dig that, but nothing doing. We are tied at 17 apiece. Jones got the kill, or Soto got the kill for Mathis. Kaylee Aguilar will now serve. Looking to gain the lead back for the Lady Pirates. Angles that over. Off the rafters, that's an ace. Lady Pirates up 18-17. Michelle Lindholm on the return of serve. That caromed up off a rafter right back at her. Nothing she could do but watch it. Back to serve is Aguilar. Another good serve. Ball off the net. Free ball for Mathis. Good pass. Center set. Double block right at you, though. George West ties it at 18 apiece. this. A lot of times you'll get a good set, but look at the wall that's right there in front of you on that hit approach. Ace now served up for George West, and they take the lead, 19-18. Ready to serve is Emmy Caldwell. Mathis on the return of serve. Set it up left side, down the corner, that's in on a kill by Anicia Mendoza. Anicia Mendoza, and watch this, there's a question if it was in or not. I'll show you on the replay. I guess it was clearly in on the back corner. Now Rudy wasn't with it, so never mind. 19-19, Rudy trying to stay with it on the camera. My apologies, my friends. Ball over, free ball for Mathis. At the net, back over on the George West side. Back corner. Played over. George West looking to regain the lead and get to 20 here in game number 4. Punched over, nice recovery by George West. Set it up middle, Jones tips it over, scores a point. Longhorns up at 20-19. Caitlin Jones back to serve. Right here, with her on the back row, we've seen George West score points. It's because of her serves, just like that. Ace, 21-19. Timeout call. Mathis will talk about returning serves. After this, George West will talk about trying to get to 25 and force game 5. Back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Forever Memories out of San Benito. That's my wife and I's store. My wife, that's what carried Rio Sports. It continues to carry Rio Sports right now while we're waiting for advertisers to assist us. So if you're in the San Benito area or if you're in the market for vinyl records or antiques and collectibles, come visit us. I'm usually there on Saturdays when I'm not broadcasting games or trying to help get crews set up. Trying to get more and more broadcasters in the mix so that I can step back and assist in building Rio Sports Live. That one's out of bounds on the back row. Points scored by the Longhorns. And tonight we had Jacob Young up here ready to take the helm at a Woodsboro game. That one started too early for his mix. We tried to get him to slide over here. Need more announcers, need more camera operators, and gang, we need more sponsors and advertisers to be able to pay these individuals. I know I could put 50 more people to work immediately today. Train them, get them ready, and have them in place. I mean, this time when you have a lot of businesses that aren't hiring, and I say that, I say that with all truth. If the advertising was in place, I would hire 50 more people right now. Ball up near the net. George West will punch it over. Back row, carries too far. Point scored by Mathis. Lady Pirates within 1. Mia Soto ready to serve. 1 point game, serving for the tie. Soto's had some success back there serving. Good return to serve. Back set. Lugo looking. Ball back alive on the George West side. Mathis again looking for the tie. Lugo there to play that. They'll try to back set it. Free ball for Mathis. Lady Pirates send it to Insignia. Sets it up. Down the line. Point scored on a hit by Alvarado. We're tied. 22 apiece. Timeout, George West. They have no margin for error. Pirates win this one, it's night over. They'll look to close it out at home. Back after this.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Back here after the timeout. Mathis Lady Pirates serving. Game tied at 22 apiece. George West on the return to serve. Punch it over defensively. The Lady Pirates are there to cover that. Free ball to work with, though, here for the Lady Longhorns. Angled out of bounds. Points scored. Mathis. They're up one at 23-22. Ready to serve again. Get that one over. Near the net. Down it goes. Lady Pirates. Lady Pirates in the net. We're tied at 23 apiece. Hold your horses there. Lady Pirates thought they had that one. Nothing doing. Lugo to serve for George West. Carries out of bounds. Lady Pirates up one, 24-23. Chance to serve it out, get the win, and take the night. Ready to serve, looking for the win. Serving it up, Victoria Alvarado. Line drive serve, nearly an ace. Ball over, carries, point scored. We're tied at 24 apiece. Like I say when I'm broadcasting volleyball, welcome to overtime in volleyball when you get to 24 apiece. Got to win by 2, so we'll go to 26 at least, minimum. Emma Patton serves it for George West, service error. Lady Pirates right back in control, up one, now serving to win it. Strolling back is Samantha Encina. Encina ready to go. Her team up by one more rotation. Check that, it's already happened. Caitlin Jones is at the net. A good return of serve, could produce quickly for George West. Free ball for Mathis, they'll let it go. We're tied again, 25 apiece. And now you do have momentum and an advantage at the net for George West with Caitlin Jones standing right there in the middle. Also checking in is Casey Dawes, flanking her on one side, the other side on the front row stands Emmy Caldwell. Mathis, return to serve, second hit over, catch him off guard, point scored Mathis. All that firepower at the net, nobody on the back row creeping up to cover that well-placed second hit. Lady Pirates again in control, again serving, trying to win it. Kaylee Aguilar at the service line. Gets it across, nearly a lift, ball still alive. Mathis can't control it, we're tied again, 26 apiece. And wow, did that go back and forth. Dangerously close to being a lift on the return of serve. George West now serving, trying to take the lead. They've been playing catch up for a long while here. Game tied as Emmy Caldwell will deliver the serve. Gets that over. Mathis on the return of serve. Second hit, blocked back at you. Ball still alive, and Jones puts it down. 27-26. Can George West push this into a fifth game? Emmy Caldwell the serve. Mathis had several chances to serve and win this out. Would have closed out the night. Caldwell serve. Played back over. Jones tips it over. Game over. Game 5 coming up. 28-26. George West wins this one. We'll be back with the 5th and deciding game after this on Rio Sports Live.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Forever memories. And
back here at Mathis, you see an empty court right there. It won't be for long as the two teams are on the sidelines getting set to stroll back out here for a 5th game in this 5-game series. This one will be a race to 15 in a win by 2 situation. Share the link on our Facebook. Let other fans know this game is going on. When it gets to game 5, a lot of things can happen, but mostly it's decided by who gains momentum early. And to start it off, Samantha Encinia will be serving for the Mathis Lady Pirates. There's another change this year because of the COVID. They don't switch sides, so we used to see that. It was one team felt better playing on one side of the net than the other. And so that was a decision when they got to game 5 on who was going to serve and who would defend one end of the court or the other. In this case, we've been here all night with, on your screen, Mathis on the right side. And on screen, George West to the left. Officials, one last check before we started up for game 5. Traditionally, in games I've covered, and I've been to a bunch of them, you get to 10 first. In this one, huge swing of advantage. Got a lot of volleyball between here and 10 points for one of these teams. And now they're just triple checking to make sure that the players on the court are set before we start. And I like that when the officials do that, because of the fact that if you don't, you can get 4 or 5 points in and catch something. Take away momentum from a team at times after the game is going. Here we go. Encinia serves it up. George West on the return of serve. Set up Jones. Spikes that off the block. Encinia back there to cover that. Free ball for George West. Pass by Pat. Set for Jones. Punches it back row. Aguilar there to play that for Mathis. Back on the George West side. Again another set. Jones reaches back again. That's blocked back at you. Still alive on the Mathis side. Playing a lot of defense right now. Aguilar carries that in the net. Point score for the Longhorns. That's what you get when you have Caitlin Jones on the net for George West. You can maintain pressure, keep a team backpedaling, playing a lot of defense. Callie Cortez now to serve. Gets that over for George West. Mathis looking to set something up off the net. Free ball to work with for George West. At the net, challenge there, down it goes. Jonah Espinoza ties it up. Gift wrap pass on the return. And Espinoza quickly put that away before anyone could recover on the front row for the Lady Longhorns. Serve over. Jones on the pass, set her back up, tips it past the blockers. Covered there by Soto. Ball back on the George West side. They'll attack again. Free ball for Mathis. Aguilar the pass. Insignia the set. A swing by Espinoza. Block back at you at the net. Ball still alive on the rally. Then Jones reaches back, says no more. Puts that away with a big kill. You can see this was just going back and forth on the replay. And Jones eventually just hit that one over to end the rally. Points scored. George West up 3-1 here in the early stages of Game 5. Emmy Caldwell back there serving. Short serve. Ball over on the George West side. Good set. Jones again puts it down. 4-1 ball game. Like I said, so often these Game 5s are decided whoever grabs that momentum early. Right now, George West has that. They'll talk after the timeout. Mathis will be trying to regain the serve back after this.
North Sam Houston in San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Thanks again for tuning in here on Rio Sports Live. We're looking for advertisers to assist us in doing what we're doing. We're looking for camera operators. We're looking for play-by-play individuals. So reach out to me on our email, if you will, after the game. Big block. Jones again at the net. And George West up 5-1 here in game number 5 from Mathis. A short serve. Ball up near the net. Tipped over. George West will look to attack. Set it up for Lugo. Angles it over. Nice play that time, digging it out by Mendoza. Mathis, though, playing a lot of defense, needs to set something up. Jones tips it back corner. Nice play back there as De Leon keeps it alive. This time tipped over. Mathis looking to set it up. Better approach, tipped down the sideline. George West sets it up, plays a point. Longhorns up 6-1. Serve over. Ball over. If you're looking to be a camera operator or an announcer, please reach out to me on an email after this game. Another point scored by George West. And they're up 7-1. Substitution now checks in the game for Mathis. Victoria Alvarado checks in on the back row, trying to offset this serving by Emmy Caldwell. Better return to serve this time. Set it up. Big swing on the angle. Up off the rafters. And point scored. Lady Pirates score the point. 7-2 game. Joanna Espinoza back to serve. Mathis has got to rally back. Need to score a couple of consecutive points here. A good serve. Free ball to work with for the Lady Pirates from the back row. Set it up high. And on the angle, that's it. Killed by Alvarado. Makes it a 7-3 game. Another serve coming up by Espinoza for Mathis. That was carrying out on the sideline. Played though. Ball across by Lugo. Punched up by Mathis. Lady Pirates converge at the net. Over it goes. Lugo able to put it away. Kaylee Lugo. 8-3 ball game. 5-point lead for George West. Back to serve is Caitlin Jones. Jump serve with some pace. Played on a nice return by Mathis. Set it up middle. Tip pass the blockers. Right there to cover that George West. Lugo set up off the net. Angles it over. Punched up nicely by Alvarado for Mathis. Ball back on the George West side. In the net it goes. And a couple of things happen right there with that point. No points were scored while Caitlin Jones was on the service line for George West. That would swing advantage to Mathis. Points scored for Mathis, obviously an advantage. And now a serve claimed by the Mathis Lady Pirates. George West trying to offset all of that. Will do so on a nicely placed hit and go back up by 5. 9-4 game. In to serve is Liberty Barsak. Barsak ready to go. Aguilar on the return of serve. Second hit. Punched over. Ball on their rafters. Points scored for the Lady Pirates of Mathis. 4-point game. Mia Soto back to serve for the Lady Pirates. Right-handed server is ready, lets it go. Short serve, gets across. George West on the return serve will struggle, get that up, won't get it over. Lady Pirates still within 3 at 9-6. Soto to serve again. Game 5. Short serve, service error. Longhorns get to 10 first. It's not a guarantee, but so often in game 5. First one to 10, walks out with a victory. Kaylee Lugo is ready to serve. Her team up by 4. Deep serve, ace. 11-6 ball game. Kaylee Lugo ready to serve again. 11-6 game. Another line drive serve, that's played. Never get it over though, points scored, and Lugo flexing some muscle back at the service line right now for George West. Lugo is ready. Another streamlined serve gets over. George West will play it near the net, punch it over. Aguilar keeps that alive as that libero back there for Mathis. George West looking to set it up. Off the net this time, tipped over. Lady Pirates able to cover it. Play it up near the net, punched over. Point scored as right there is Julie Otero. 13-6. Mathis down by 7. Can't afford to give up a point here. Lugo, though, has been dominant. Dynamite at the service line. Misfires on that. And at that 13-point mark, it really is line in the sand time for Mathis. Can't give up any more points here. Victoria Alvarado strolls back to serve. Checking in on the front row is Joanna Espinoza. This has produced good points on the night for Mathis, as long as they can keep the serves in to start it off. Jump serve across. Good return by George West. Free ball for Mathis. Pass comes over on the George West side. Another free ball to work with. They'll cover it from the center defensively. One-handed over. Right there on the pass. George West set it up middle. Block back at you. Point scored for Mathis, 13-8. Victoria Alvarado to serve again. All eyes on her first. Got to get the serve in. Alvarado is ready. The serve is across. Up near the net. Ball back over. Ball back on the George West side. Trying to regroup. Trying to set it up. A lot of defense being played by both sides right now. Nobody really setting up a big hit attempt. Points scored. Mathis outlast him on the rally. 13-9, Lady Pirates. Didn't use a timeout early on when George West was securing this big lead. As they're coming back, George West will take a timeout, will talk it over, try to halt the momentum. Mathis has it. They trail by 4, though, here in Game 5. Back after this.
DS Oilfield Construction and the family of Rene Martinez III would like to wish Rene and his fellow teammates the best of luck for the 2020 football season. For any oil field construction needs, please contact DS Oilfield at 361-396-0059, Alice, Texas, or Logan Wilson at 361-701-8892 at any time. Thank you. Let's go jerseys from DS Oilfield. The Rustic T-Boat.
DS Oilfield is one of the advertisers that jumped on here helping us Rio Sports Live. Jump serve after the timeout, played by George West. From the back row, that's going to be a lift call. Another point scored by the Lady Pirates, and they're within 3. Again, this has to be line in the sand time for the Lady Pirates. You need to score 3 more realistically. Right here and now, service error. Point scored by the Longhorns, and that's how quick it changes momentum. Now you have to play perfect volleyball on the Mathis side as this game goes to 15. Emma Patton serves for the win. Mathis on the return of serve. Set it up, right side. Angle off the block. Point scored. Lady Pirates not quite done yet. 14-11. Back to serve is Samantha Insignia. Insignia ready to go. Good return of serve here by George West. They can have a chance to have a kill to win it. They'll call 2 hits. Caitlin Jones is rotated to the front row. You can see there they were trying to set her to finish this off. Mathis scores the point. Insignia to serve again. Trying to catch him off guard. She could use an ace here. Short serve. Played up near the net. Free ball coming up for Mathis. The pass is there. The second hit over. Back row keeps it alive. Another free ball for Mathis. Got to take advantage of one of these for the Lady Pirates. Second hit in the net. Point scored. Game over. Set over. Longhorns win it 15-12. What a contest between these two teams here tonight. Every point was contested. And the visitors come away with a hard-fought 15-12 Game 5 win. Back and forth all throughout the night. Our player of the game will be Caitlin Jones on the Longhorn side. Be watching on our social media. We'll see if we can get a quick word with her and a photo before they exit the gym. But one thing about it, there's no such thing as extended post-game shows on these because they are clearing gyms out immediately wherever we've been broadcasting our games. Fans, I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I'm Joe Bowling of Rio Sports Live. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera tonight. Again, we are looking for camera operators and play-by-play announcers. We're also looking for sponsors and advertisers so that we can help pay the bills. I don't charge schools, I don't charge fans. Till next time, George West wins this one. Hope you enjoyed the game. So long from Rio Sports Live.